So my plan was to vlog all day today from morning to night. It's like 8:30, maybe later, and I didn't pick up the camera not once in the day until now. So that was a big epic fail. Yeah, I didn't vlog none. Could have vlogged cooking, didn't do anything, but I did relax with my husband today. We didn't do much. We watched the newest Halloween, and it was interesting actually. I thought it was gonna be horrible because of how long it's been, but Jamie Lee Curtis, she did her thing. I kind of wanted to see what Mike's face looked like, but it's cool. And yeah, he was smashing heads and killing folks, doing his own thing. But anyways, and then we kind of just relaxed, you know, pretty much all day. And I took a nap and he took a nap, and the dog. So the dog's over there and he's right there taking a nap. And so that's kind of like what we did throughout the day. We'd wake up, we watched like not nine, but like 3 or 4 episodes of Supernatural, and it wasn't a very exciting day to vlog anyways, but I still wanted to commit to it, so I kind of sucked, and I was really like hyped in the morning for it. Like I was making my bed and I was like, I'm gonna vlog everything from this point forward, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever we do in between. And yeah, epic failure 1000. So it's fine. Now I am watching Desmond's live on YouTube. I can't remember the subject. I believe it's about sex, but whatever it is, it's always very interesting, very insightful, from the people that call in to him giving his thoughts. And I love getting like the male and female perspective on things. It can only make you better, you know what I mean? So it's always pretty interesting. I guess that's really it for now. You should probably check out his latest live. It's pretty interesting. It's taking a turn, so if you're interested, you should definitely check him out. It's peace and equality. So I'm missing it because I have it on mute, but I kind of wish I had it playing in the background because it looks like it's crazy. I'm gonna have to rewind it. So maybe tomorrow I can start the day, but for now, just as always, hello and goodbye. I guess I will talk to you later. I was really trying to convince my husband to like vlog with me today, but no. Thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. You could have been anywhere on YouTube and you came here, so I really appreciate it. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Oh, I don't know how to say goodbye properly, but as far as my ciprofloxacin thing, I had a few recommendations. I wish I could remember her name. I think it's Montreal Healthy Girl. She recommended some stuff, and then I looked at some stuff online, and they had a few recommendations. So it's like saying eating fermented food, eat alkaline, so selenium. This is supposed to help like attach to, like, help detox out free radicals that are inside of your body. We got the Camu. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know. I got these tablets, but I'm kind of wishing I got the powder so I just put it inside of my smoothie instead. I ended up with 2 bottles of this, so I got a 2-pack. It was like $8 for 2 at Walmart. And then I got the pickled ginger, and lastly and not least, this apple cider vinegar, which is like a detox and stuff. So I'm hoping that, along with at least trying to mainly eat alkaline and fermented foods, and I can't take my probiotic pills for some reason. They make me sick now. So I've been trying to eat more probiotic foods instead. I got a list inside of my notebook of things that I can like replace it with, so I'm gonna be doing that from now on, and see how that goes. And I don't know if this nose thing that I have going on like is a part of that, because I noticed like since the cipro thing, all I do is the whole time in every video. So I don't know if that's a part of it too, if it's the side effect. I didn't notice until I watched another guy's video and he kept doing it, and then another guy's video and he kept doing it. So I was like, oh, maybe this is a side effect to it, or is it very coincidental that we're all like the whole time and it's affecting the way I breathe when I talk and stuff like that. So I failed at life today. Kimana made cookies. I thought she was going live, but I guess she didn't. And it was just a chill day for all of us. We didn't really do anything. So once again, I think I at least have to say bye like 3 times for it to be real. So goodbye. Thank you for clicking on this video, and I will see you next time. Today, which is Saturday, is supposed to be a part of my posting schedule, but if you see the banner, I am like the consistent vlogger, so that would just be me, plus the video that I was supposed to put up today. I'm not in love with it. Kimana wants me to post it anyway, but I'm not 100% in love with it. Like, it was really short. I put 2 different songs in instead of just the ending song that I had, and they were kind of close together, so it's kind of like, if I take the song out maybe, or that part of the video, but I don't know. I might just put it up anyways because it talks about her doing her first live and all that stuff. So I don't know, maybe 4th time saying goodbye is gonna be the charm. Good night. Thank you for clicking on this video again, and I will see you in the next video. And this guy out for a walk with me, and look at him trying to look good, but he was just jumping. He's bullying me. I don't know how far we're gonna go. It's warm, cool. Stop. Hey, stop, little boy. No, you're not going there. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We may be working at our little park area. I don't know. Sounds like somebody's working. I don't know why I don't think to, oh wait, good morning. I don't know why I don't think to like show you guys when I'm making my smoothie and all that stuff. It's just really, I don't know. I do the same thing every day, so I really don't find it interesting, but I don't know. And then I take like 50,000 supplements to try to get rid of this cipro in my system, which, by the way, last night I was up majority of the night because I was having all these joint pains. I had it in my hip and I had it in my right arm, and it's crazy, you know, how something that's supposed to help you can hurt you so much. I woke up worried that because it seems like it's getting worse, whatever is happening with me, like it's you know, getting worse instead of better after a month has me concerned. I go through moments of extreme happiness and extreme sadness. So I don't ever know how I'm gonna feel from day to day. I guess it just depends on how my body feels, and sometimes even when I'm laughing or joking or smiling, I'm in like intense pain. But if this is like my new normal, I gotta get used to smiling through the pain, because I don't want to be sad all the time. But I do feel sad because, y'all, let me tell you, in 2017, I was walking with my son to the bus stop, and I got hit by a car, and I was like thrown in the air. I was out of it for a little bit until I heard my son yelling at the woman that hit me, and I thought that was gonna be the worst part of my life, you know, like recovering from that. It turns out that the car part may have a shorter recovery than this medicine part. And that's kind of crazy to think. Crazy to think that you can be hit by an entire car walking and come out better than you do taking some of these pharmaceuticals. It's really something to think about, at least something I thought about, because it happened to me, you know what I'm saying? But my daughter doesn't like me talking about it. It was a scary time, even scarier for my son who witnessed it. My daughter was at home, you know, not even ready to go to school yet, and yeah. We're back from our walk, and now I was gonna continue my story. So my daughter wasn't there when the situation happened. My son, like I said, I was walking with my son, and it was just him and I. A lady came, she was making a turn into an apartment building. She hit me, and thank God my son was like a step, literally a step ahead of me. After that, you know, I don't know, it was a weird thought process at that time. I sent him to school with a firefighter whose son went to the same school, because I thought it would be scary just in case something was wrong with me. I didn't want him to be at the emergency room, so I went by myself. The ambulance came, they questioned the lady. They didn't really question me. They just were like, where did you get hurt and this and that. They thought it was weird that it was the right side that was impacted, but that's what happened. I ended up actually coming on YouTube and watching physical therapy videos to learn like what I can do, because my cervical spine was injured. Just like a road to recovery, and it was, some days were good, just much like the ciprofloxacin one, and some days were bad, much like the ciprofloxacin one. I never thought in a million years that medication would make me feel worse than being struck by a vehicle. That's very weird. Here I am a month in, and it feels like it might be progressively getting worse. I woke up last night because I think it's the joints in my hand were like locking up, so I couldn't do this with my hand because I was like, oh, maybe it's locked up. I couldn't do it with my right hand. So I was getting worried and kind of panicking. Ended up sleeping like this with my hand like this over my heart last night, and like over my chest, and trying to keep from laying on it. So I always, like, I was laying on my back and I had my hand there. I woke up in the morning and it was still feeling that way, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what if this is gonna get so progressive that I dysfunction? It's on my dominant side. It's also the side that was impacted by the accident, and it seemed like what happened was it went right to the vulnerable points that were healed but not 100% healed, and it went to those vulnerable points and latched onto it, because once again, most of the pain that I experience on my right side. So I started getting worried. You know, like right now I have throbbing right in here, and I started getting worried that, you know, it's gonna set me way back, like even further back than an accident. The accident set me back. So now I get, you know, numbness and things like that. Like it was on my breast. I was feeling like I was pinching because I'm like, I can't feel it. I was scratching myself because remember I had that rash too, and I was scratching myself and I couldn't feel myself scratching. Like it just was nothing there. So I started pinching myself. This is after the ciprofloxacin, and I'm pinching myself and I'm like, I don't feel anything. Like I feel nothing on me, and I'm pinching random parts of my body to see what has feeling, what doesn't, and it was just, yeah, it's been a scary experience with the ciprofloxacin. Like with a car, you halfway expect that you're not gonna have feeling, but when it comes to a medication, I'm like, wait a minute, like this is weird, because certain parts of my face, I couldn't feel it when I was touching it, and then if I would touch a part of my body, it would start burning, and I'm like, I have fibromyalgia. Like I don't know, I was looking up all kinds of things. They were like Lyme disease, this, that, and the third, that matched up with these symptoms, but none of the stuff made sense. Like how did I get these things? There was an article that was saying that people that were taking cipro did end up with fibromyalgia. I don't know if it was permanent or not, but who would have thought? You know, I'm just sitting here, even now, I was talking to my husband last night and I was like, who would have thought, like, a car accident and a freaking medication would put you in a similar place? But it seemed like, well, it seemed like the car accident healing took forever. I don't know what to expect from this, you know, going through days where I'm in excruciating pain. I feel like, you know, I have to keep this positive attitude, not only for them, but for myself, because, you know, even though I waver back and forth many days, like, some days I'm like, I can't keep going through this. This is ridiculous. And then there's other days that I'm like, you know what? You got hit by an entire car and you walked, you know what I'm saying, right after. Yes, you were a little delusional trying to fight somebody, you know, right after, but you did get up and you did walk. So, I mean, you can beat anything. And I always tell my kids that, you know what I mean, no matter what I go through, like, hey, I was hit by a whole entire car and I'm still here. I'm just hoping, you know, like, after that accident, I felt like, you know, I could tough anything out, but this broke me down in ways that I feel like even the accident couldn't. Now, the accident did have me where I was not sleeping. I was having PTSD. So I would get up crying and screaming, and my husband would be like hugging me in the middle of the night, like, it's okay, don't worry about it. But yeah, I wasn't sleeping. I think 2 or 3 days. I had a follow-up with my primary care after the accident, and I went and I ended up telling her, like, I can't sleep, you know, and she was like, oh, you're having PTSD, which I needed to pile on top of the other PTSD experience, but that's for another time. What people don't understand about me is, like, I like to know my true pain, like what it is, not dulled by any medications, not anything. I have some family members that have been addicted to pain meds, and I just seriously didn't want to take that risk. I do have, like, and I have to be aware that I have addictive behavior to, like, sugar and stuff like that. And while people don't think of those things as addictive, except for probably bodybuilders or people that are, like, into fitness like that, it's still an addiction. If you enjoy food too much, that is an addiction. And if you like sugar too much, it's an addiction. So I do have addictive behavior. So I just wanted to be sure that, no, I didn't want to add anything else to that list. So I said no to them, and in April he just was like, you know what, at least take these medications. I filled the prescription. One was for Flexeril, one was for gabapentin, and another one I can't remember and I can't find it. But I didn't take them, I just filled the prescriptions and I had them here. Now, fast forward to the following year in 2018, at the end of the year again, because everything seems to happen to me at the end of the year, so December time, I end up needing gabapentin, and I actually end up taking my Flexeril as well. So I took the drugs that were prescribed to me for the car accident for this cipro situation, which is crazy. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I am kind of feeling like I can't sleep or I cannot function without medications right now. And I go the vast majority of the day without taking anything other than my supplements, and then at night I do take 2 gabapentin to decrease the burning so I can sleep. It feels like it's going to be a long battle, and I am going to try to stay positive, but there are going to be days that I'm not positive. There are going to be days that I feel like giving up. There are going to be days that I'm not going to be happy. There are going to be days that I curse everyone's name involved in this, but for the most part, you know, I'm going to try to stay upbeat and keep going with the natural remedies, because as long as I haven't gone through every natural remedy out there, I feel like, you know, there's a chance that I can get through this without having to be dependent on another drug. I'm hoping I can get off this gabapentin, you know, like the burning will decrease and I can just have my normal life without gabapentin. And I did not sleep from December 28th until about around the 18th-ish, 19th-ish of January. So I had gone almost an entire month, literally staying up 24 hours or 20, let's say 22 to 24 hours. I was staying up. I wasn't sleeping. So I was delusional, emotional, moody, irritated with everyone and everything. Like, it just, yeah, nothing was really helping me, because without sleep you're definitely a different person, and that could be even with one day lost. Now imagine going almost a month without sleep and trying to be your normal chipper self. It's difficult, it's hard. So yeah, here's where I'm at now, you know. My scalp is burning a little. My wrist is kind of like still numb, and yeah, it could be a lot worse, you know. I'm hoping it doesn't get worse, but it feels like maybe a week ago it was feeling okay, and I didn't want to put like, oh my gosh, you know. I kept telling Kimana, like, I feel like horrible, which means just the opposite, and she was like, oh my gosh, you know, because she could tell that things were different and that I was feeling a little different. But then shortly after that, it was going back to actually feeling really horrible. So it just depends on the day. I don't know how this medication chooses how you feel on what day. It just does. Like, you can go a couple days without feeling anything at all, and then you can go like several days with feeling pain constantly. So you just never know how you're gonna feel from one day to the next. For me, you know, I try to take advantage fully of all my wonderful days, and on my bad days I try to take advantage of the days that take advantage of the times that I'm not feeling horrible, because sometimes it's not all day that I don't, you know what I mean. Sometimes it's a few hours, sometimes it's half the day, sometimes it's, you know what I mean, you just never know. So I try to take advantage of all the good parts of every day, because you just never know. Like, I clean it while I'm feeling good or bad, you know what I mean? Because sometimes there's underlying pains that are going on, and I'm like, I just gotta push through it. I just want to get through it, to be honest about all of it. And I mean, some people probably won't like these cipro videos, but they're for me. They're for me to document my journey with this. They're for me to show if I'm improving or not. They're for me to look back on, because a lot of times I don't remember a lot of things, and from one day to the next, my husband has to tell me how I was feeling. He'll be like, yesterday was a good day, and because I'm so focused on today being a bad day, I won't remember that it was a good day yesterday. I would never want anyone to feel like they were alone going through something like this, because it's horrible. Suffering by yourself only makes things worse. It just makes it way worse. Because I feel like, you know, even though I do have a family here, I do feel alone, because they don't understand how I'm feeling, you know, on the inside. And I can't be relaxed in these situations. Yeah, I already know what's going on with me. No one can tell me any different. And, you know, if you're not here to support the situation, then, you know, I wouldn't want to waste your time. Please don't waste your time. I'm not asking you to. So I hope you're having a great Sunday, and I hope, oh, it's Super Bowl. So those of you that are watching the Super Bowl, I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Those of us who are not, we'll just do what we do. Because honestly, I wouldn't have known it was a Super Bowl if the Puppy Bowl wasn't on. Like, I'm here for the Puppy Bowl all the time. You know, they had it for like the senior pets this time, which was super duper cool. So on that note, I'm signing off and going inside, because the dog's having a freak out because of the wind. I don't know if you guys heard it. It's pretty strong. With that, I'm signing off for, I think I have to say like 4 to 5 times. With that, I'm signing off. Guess I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I don't have a choice. My camera's like, shut up.